Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. What we're seeing in the NFL right now is nothing short of a seismic shift, especially in the NFC West, and the Seattle Seahawks are at the very center of it. There's whispers, rumors, insiders talking about a move that could redefine not only the division but also the Seahawks' entire trajectory towards Super Bowl contention. And believe me, this is a story that's going to resonate with every Seahawks fan out there. We're talking about the potential acquisition of L'Jarius Sneed from the Tennessee Titans, and this isn't just a minor trade. It's a bold statement, a move that could elevate Seattle's secondary to a whole new level. So let's break down what's happening. The Seahawks are apparently deep in talks to bring Sneed to Seattle, trading away a second-round pick in 2026 and cornerback Tree Brown. Now, what's really interesting about this move is the context behind it. The Titans, who are currently sitting at an embarrassing 1-5 and clearly tanking after their struggles with quarterback Will Levis, are looking to clear cap space and stockpile draft picks. They're in a rebuild mode, and Sneed, a Pro Bowler in 2024, is the centerpiece of their future plans. But for Seattle, this isn't just about adding a talented corner. It's about transforming that secondary, about creating a lockdown unit that can dominate the passing game in the NFL today, which has become so pass-heavy and explosive. Now, Sneed, as many of you know, was traded from the Kansas City Chiefs in 2024, and he's been nothing short of phenomenal. He's a guy who dominates in coverage, a true ball hawk with 20 tackles solo so far in 2025, ranking him among the top cornerbacks in the league. He has 3 interceptions, which puts him in the top 10, and 4 pass deflections, showcasing his ability to disrupt plays in the air. His coverage rating is an eye-popper at 71. 5, putting him in the top 8 among cornerbacks, and his EPA per target is a minuscule -0.13, which is elite. For those who follow advanced stats, his PFF grade of 88. 1 is among the best, and he allows only 2.5 yards after catch per reception, also in the top 10. That's the kind of shutdown ability Seattle desperately needs, especially with the injuries piling up. You see, the Seahawks are currently dealing with a handful of issues in the secondary. Devin Witherspoon, their promising rookie, is out due to a knee injury, while Woolen is dealing with a concussion, and Love, who's been filling in, is listed as doubtful for Week 7. Jones, another key player, is questionable with an ankle injury, and Haynes is sidelined with an injury too. So adding Sneed would be a game-changer, giving them a true lockdown corner to pair with Witherspoon, who's already shown flashes of being a top-tier corner. And let's not forget, Mafe has been excellent this season with 6 sacks, so the Seahawks are building a formidable pass rush too. What's fascinating about Sneed is his career trajectory. He's a guy who's made a significant impact since entering the league with 250 tackles, 10 interceptions, and 35 pass deflections. He's a versatile corner, capable of shadowing top receivers and making plays on the ball. His ability to cover elite WRs, like Ridley, for example, who he blanked in Week 3 with an interception, 5 tackles, and a +0.18 EPA per play, is exactly what Seahawks fans want to see. His Week 4 performance against the Colts, with a forced fumble and 6 tackles, further cements his reputation as a playmaker. And it's not just about what he does on the field. Sneed's presence could turn the Seahawks secondary into one of the best in the league. The projections show a potential increase of around 10 interceptions per season, which would be a huge boost. His addition could reduce passing yards allowed from about 190 yards per game to closer to 160, and that's a massive step toward a top 3 pass defense. Imagine that. Seattle, already known for their physical, aggressive defense, now with a shutdown corner like Sneed, could become a nightmare for opposing QBs. Especially considering the way he matches up against some of the league's best receivers, with a separation rate of just +1. 7 yards and a deflection rate of over 22%. And let's consider the bigger picture. The Seahawks, with a 4-2 record, are in a good spot in the standings, and they have the cap space, around $22 million, to make these moves. Bringing in Sneed isn't just about bolstering their defense, it's a statement. It shows they're serious about contending, about making a real push for the playoffs and beyond. With the addition of Snead, their odds to win the Super Bowl have already shifted notably, from plus 4,000 to a more attractive plus 1,500. That's a huge jump, and it reflects how much faith the market is putting in this move. The NFC itself is becoming more competitive, with favorites now at around plus 200 odds, but Seattle's defense with Snead could be the X factor that puts them over the top. Now, I know some of you might be wondering about the risks involved. Sure, trading away a second-round pick in 2026 isn't trivial, but when you look at the potential upside, an elite corner that can change the course of games, it's a gamble worth taking. Especially considering the Titans' current state of flux and their need to clear cap space for rookies and extensions, including Levis, it makes sense for them to move Snead now. For Seattle, this move aligns perfectly with their goal of stacking a championship-caliber roster. The secondary, which has been solid but not quite elite, could become a true strength, especially with the projected plus 25% increase in defensive EPA versus deep threats like Kupp. And this isn't just about the regular season. It's about setting up for a playoff run where every possession counts, every play matters. Looking ahead, the Seahawks' defense could be transformed into one of the league's top units, especially in pass coverage. With Mafe generating pressure on the edge and a secondary now featuring Snead and Witherspoon, teams will think twice before throwing deep. The shadow dome of Seattle's defense will be even more intimidating, and the potential for turnovers and game-changing plays will skyrocket. The odds for the Seahawks to reach the Super Bowl have already dropped significantly, and if this trade goes through, expect those numbers to improve even more. It's about creating a defense that's not just good but great, something that can carry a team deep into January and beyond. To wrap this all up, folks, what this trade represents is more than just a player for draft picks. It's a clear statement from the Seahawks. We're here to contend, to dethrone division rivals, and to give ourselves the best shot at another Super Bowl appearance. Snead's arrival could be the catalyst that elevates this team from good to elite, especially on defense. And for the fans, it's an exciting time, seeing your team make bold moves, reshaping the roster with an eye toward greatness. Whether you're dreaming of a deep playoff run or just excited about the potential of this defense, one thing is certain. The Seattle Seahawks are making a statement, and they're doing it with purpose. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. Do you believe this move will push Seattle over the edge? Are you excited about the potential to see a lockdown secondary that can shut down the league's best receivers? I know I am. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, breaking down other moves and analyzing how this all impacts the Seahawks' quest for another Super Bowl. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep this conversation going. The future looks bright for Seattle, and with moves like these, they're positioning themselves as serious contenders. Thanks for being here, and as always, go Seahawks.